Have you ever wished you could play D&D anytime, anywhere, without needing to like wrangle a group or a human DM?
Right.
What if AI could like step in and run the game for you?
That'd be wild.
It would.
Yeah.
I had this situation recently that made me think about this whole topic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were like right in the middle of this epic campaign.
Okay.
And our DM, bless his heart, got stuck at work.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we were all dressed up in our character costumes. Snacks were ready, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
Talk about a major buzzkill.
Yeah.
It got me thinking, what if we had an AI who could have stepped in and kept the game going?
That's where this article from LitRPG Reads by Rich Hunterson really hits home.
Yeah.
It's called Will AI Replace D&D Dungeon Masters? With a 2024 guide in parentheses. Rich is a seasoned dungeon master himself.
Okay.
And he kind of explores this wild frontier of using AI in tabletop RPGs.
I love it.
You know, I had a similar experience. I was prepping for a game for weeks, meticulously crafting the story and encounters.
Right.
Only to have a player cancel last minute. It was so disheartening, to say the least.
I bet.
The idea of an AI who could take some of that pressure off is definitely appealing.
It really is. It's fascinating to think about. So for those who might not be familiar with this whole concept, what exactly is an AI Dungeon Master?
So it's basically a sophisticated program that's designed to mimic a human DM.
Okay.
It uses advanced technologies like natural language processing and machine learning to generate narratives, manage game mechanics, and even roleplay different characters.
So you're saying it's like having a DM who's always available,
Right.
never gets tired, and has an endless supply of creative ideas.
Exactly.
No more scheduling nightmares, no more creative burnout for the DM.
Nope.
That alone sounds like a huge win for busy gamers like ourselves.
For sure.
But I think it would be helpful to break down some of the specific benefits that Rich highlights in his article.
Yeah.
One that really stood out to me was consistency.
Okay.
You know, think about those times when a rule gets misinterpreted or maybe a dice roll gets fudged intentionally or not.
Yeah.
An AI DM would like eliminate those inconsistencies, ensuring that the game stays fair and balanced.
That's a great point. AI can be incredibly precise and objective when it comes to applying rules and mechanics.
Right.
And it never gets tired or frustrated, so even a late-night gaming session won't affect its performance.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole creative aspect.
Yeah.
I'm always impressed by DMs who can weave intricate stories and create unique characters on the fly.
Right.
But let's be honest, that takes a lot of time and energy.
It does.
An AI could potentially handle a lot of that heavy lifting.
Absolutely. Imagine having an AI that could generate unique quests, plot twists, even entire worlds tailored to your specific interests and playstyle.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it'd be like having a personalized D&D campaign generator at your fingertips.
Okay, that's officially blowing my mind.
Yeah.
But I do want to step back for a second and play devil's advocate a little bit.
Okay, sure.
What about the things that an AI might not be able to replicate? Like, for example, that special connection that you get when you're playing with a human DM.
Right.
Who can react to your choices in a truly authentic way?
That's a valid point. AI, at least for now, lacks the emotional intelligence and empathy of a human being.
Yeah.
Think about those moments in a game when the DM perfectly captures the voice of an NPC or reacts emotionally to a shocking plot twist.
Right.
Can an AI truly replicate those nuances?
It makes you wonder.
Yeah, that's something that Rich dives into in his article.
Okay.
And it's definitely a point worth considering.
It makes you wonder if an AI could ever truly replace the experience of playing with a human DM.
Right.
Or maybe, as Rich suggests, AI could work with human DMs.
Yeah.
Acting as like a co-DM or an assistant.
That's an interesting concept. Imagine an AI handling tasks like generating loot designing maps or even running combat encounters, freeing up the human DM to focus on the storytelling and character development.
Like that.
Actually, the article mentions a platform called LitRPG Adventures.
Okay.
Led by Paul Bellow. That's already using AI to create these kinds of tools for DMs.
So it's not just a theoretical concept.
Right.
There are actual people out there actively working to make this a reality.
Exactly.
That's pretty incredible. It seems like AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we play D&D.
Absolutely. But the question remains, is this the future we want?
Right.
Will AI enhance the D&D experience, or will it fundamentally change the nature of the game?
It's a big question.
Yeah, that's what we'll continue to unpack as we dive deeper into this topic. It's definitely a question worth pondering. On the one hand, you have the convenience and efficiency of an AI DM, always ready to play, always consistent with the rules. But then you have the irreplaceable human element. The camaraderie, the shared laughter, the unexpected twists that only a human mind can conjure.
It is a tricky balance to strike.
Yeah.
You mentioned LitRPG Adventures earlier.
Yeah.
They're using AI to create tools for both players and dungeon masters, right?
Precisely. They have an AI-powered NPC generator that can create unique characters complete with backstories and dialogue. Imagine instead of spending hours coming up with names and quirks for every shopkeeper and barkeep, the AI can just handle it for you.
Talk about a time saver. As a DM, I can definitely see the appeal.
Yes.
So you're telling me I can basically have an AI create a cast of colorful characters ready to populate my world.
You got it. It can even tailor the dialogue to fit the specific needs of your campaign, and it doesn't stop there.
Oh, wow.
They also have AI-powered quest builders that can generate detailed plot lines and objectives.
So no more staring at a blank page trying to come up with the next big adventure.
Yeah, writer's block be gone.
I like it.
Well, it's not about completely replacing human creativity.
Okay.
Think of it more like the AI providing the building blocks.
Okay, and you, the DM, get to be the architect shaping those elements into a unique and engaging story.
I like that analogy. It's a collaboration, not a replacement. Are there any other cool AI tools they're working on?
Yeah, they have AI-powered map makers that can generate detailed environments for your players to explore. So say goodbye to those late nights hunched over graph paper, painstakingly drawing every twist and turn of a dungeon.
That alone might be worth the price of admission.
Right.
These tools sound incredibly powerful. But where does it stop? I mean, what's the end game here? Fully immersive AI-run campaigns.
It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Imagine a virtual world where you can interact with characters, explore dungeons, and battle monsters.
Wow.
All guided by an AI dungeon master that adapts to your every choice.
Whoa, hold on. Are we talking about playing D&D in the Matrix now?
Maybe not quite that advanced.
Okay.
But the lines between tabletop RPGs and video games are definitely blurring.
Yeah.
And AI is playing a big role in that evolution.
Okay, my mind is officially blown. This all sounds incredible, but I can't help but wonder.
Yeah. What about the human element? Will we lose something essential by relying too heavily on AI?
It's a valid concern, and that's where the conversation needs to happen. As AI technology continues to advance, we need to ask ourselves, how do we integrate these tools without sacrificing the things that make D&D so special?
Right.
The human connection, the shared storytelling, the spontaneous moments of laughter and surprise.
Those are the things that keep us coming back to the table week after week.
Exactly. And while AI can certainly enhance certain aspects of the game, we need to be mindful of its limitations.
Okay.
It can't replicate the warmth of human interaction, the shared experience of building a story together, or the thrill of overcoming challenges as a team.
So as we venture into this uncharted territory of AI-powered D&D, we need to proceed with both excitement and caution.
Well said. We need to ask ourselves, what role do we want AI to play in our games? What are the potential benefits and drawbacks? And most importantly, how do we ensure that AI enhances rather than replaces the human element that lies at the heart of D&D?
It's a lot to think about, and it's a conversation that we as a gaming community need to have. But let's shift gears for a moment.
Okay.
And focus on a specific concern that Rich Henderson raises in his article. He talks about the potential for AI to actually make D&D more accessible to people who might not have a regular gaming group or a dungeon master.
That's a fascinating point. Not everyone has the time or the social connections to commit to a weekly D&D session.
Yeah.
But with an AI dungeon master, you could theoretically play anytime, anywhere on your own terms.
It's like having a virtual dungeon master at your beck and call.
Precisely. And that could open up the world of D&D to a whole new audience.
Right.
People who might have always wanted to try it but never had the opportunity.
It could even be a gateway for those who are intimidated by the complexity of the game or the social aspects of joining a group.
Right.
They could start with an AI DM to learn the ropes and then maybe transition to playing with humans later on.
It's an intriguing possibility. And it highlights the fact that AI has the potential to both expand and diversify the D&D community. But as with any new technology, we need to be aware of the potential downsides.
Like what?
Well, one concern is that if we become too reliant on AI dungeon masters, we might start to lose some of the skills that make human DMs so valuable. The ability to think on your feet, adapt to unexpected player choices, and improvise dialogue and storylines.
Right.
These are skills that are honed through practice and experience.
It's like any other craft. If you stop practicing, you start to get rusty.
Exactly. And while AI can certainly take care of the more technical aspects of DMing, it's important to remember that there's an art to it as well.
Yeah.
The ability to create a truly immersive and engaging experience for your players is something that can't be easily replicated by a machine.
It goes back to that idea of human connection and shared storytelling.
Yes.
Those are the elements that make D&D so much more than just a game.
Absolutely. And it's important to remember that even with all the advancements in AI technology,
There's still some things that only a human DM can bring to the table.
things like empathy, emotional intelligence, and the ability to connect with players on a personal level.
Precisely. And those are the things that ultimately make the D&D experience so special. So while we embrace the possibilities that AI offers,
Right.
let's not forget the importance of the human element.
Well said. And as Rich Hunterson points out in his article,
Yeah.
it's up to us, the players and the DMs,
Right.
to shape the future of D&D in the age of AI. We need to have thoughtful discussions about the role we want AI to play in our games, and we need to be mindful of both the potential benefits and drawbacks.
That's the key. This isn't about blindly embracing or rejecting AI. It's about finding a balance.
Right.
A way to use this technology to enhance our games without sacrificing the things that make D&D so unique and rewarding.
So as we continue to explore this new frontier, let's keep in mind the words of Paul Bellow, who's leading the charge with LitRPG Adventures.
AI should be a tool to empower human creativity, not replace it. Wise words indeed. And with that in mind, let's turn to our listeners. We've explored the potential benefits and challenges of AI Dungeon Masters. We want to hear your thoughts. Do you think AI will eventually be able to, fully capture that magic,
Yeah.
of a human-run D&D game?
Right.
Or are there certain aspects of the experience, like
Yeah.
those spontaneous moments of connection and creativity that only a human can bring to the table?
It's a great question.
It is.
Yeah, and it's going to spark a lot of debate in the gaming community.
I'm sure.
But, I think the most important thing is that we're having this conversation at all.
Right.
It shows that we're engaging with the evolution of this hobby that we love
Mhm.
and thinking critically about the role technology will play in its future.
Absolutely. And whether you embrace AI Dungeon Masters wholeheartedly
Yeah.
or approach them with, a healthy dose of skepticism,
Right.
there's no denying that this technology has the potential to shake things up in the world of tabletop RPGs.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI Dungeon Masters,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with this thought. Imagine a future where AI isn't seen as a threat to human dungeon masters,
Okay.
but rather as a powerful tool
Yeah.
that can help us create even more immersive and engaging game experiences.
A tool that can free us from the limitations of time and space,
Right.
allowing us to connect with fellow gamers from all over the world and embark on epic adventures
Yeah,
that were once only possible in our imaginations.
that's a future I'm excited to be a part of.
Me too.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll look back on this conversation and marvel at how far we've come.
A huge thank you to Rich Hunterson and LitRPG Reads for sparking this fascinating conversation about AI Dungeon Masters, and of course to Paul Bellow for pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI in the world of D&D.
Absolutely. And to all of you, our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Yes.
We hope it's left you with more questions than answers, and that you'll continue to explore this exciting new frontier with us.
Until next time, may your dice rolls be ever in your favor.